She will be the #1 pick in the WNBA draft. She and Aaliyah Boston building that program here in town.
And it's 19-10.
Well, we talked about Abu Abi and the second guy Schertz recruited. Conwell was the first, but he went to South Florida for a year and came home this year.
Madsen hits a three.
A very analytically driven offense. It's layups and threes.
Three-pointer for Utah. Ben Carlson.
It's a deflected. He didn't have possession. You can pick it up in the back row.
Smith. Ben Carlson. That's a three. It's good.
Getting any looks. But what makes this team so good is 5 players who start can score. Good cut right there.
Look at the passing here. Ben Carlson's got it. Spinning and scoring.
Beautiful.
Held the basket.
Yep. From Frisco, Texas.
Smith for three. Big one. And Utah.
These two played against each other in Mali as youths. And a nice tip by Madsen had the great final 35 seconds, Corey, in the first round against UC Irvine that kind of gave them the momentum going into the second half. And there's Madsen now into the game. And
it's a great move in transition.
Ben Carlson inside.
Good. He is the player of the game for the first half so far.
Lloydston with 11, Time Tillis.
And who would have thought that the bigs from UC Irvine would be holding down the offense as they enjoy a 4-point lead with 2 minutes to go.
Ben Carlson for three in the corner. Big time.
He doesn't outrun a lot of guys, but he knows how to play. And you mentioned the soft hands. That pass from KJ was on point.
Disgusting. Three, close out to Silva a little bit late.
What that will mean right now, trying to dig out of this first half hole.
Well, Utah's defense has been pretty good. This is going to take some run for them to get back into it.
Bobby Hurley's calling time. Collins. Jake Walling in the game for the Utes. Ben Carlson, Lovering, Hunter Erickson. Good sign for Utah, clearly. Brandon Carlson was able to play, didn't get stressed, and hasn't played a lot.
This has been a perfect time for Utah.
Exactly. Ben Carlson finishes. Frankie Collins has, well, tonight he's decided he's conquered his fear of shooting. Frankie has had, that's 20 shot attempts, 20 points.
Energy in this building with that hot start.
No question.
But obviously that hot shooting has cooled off. Davon Smith, extra pass in the corner to Ben Carlson. On the block, hangs and banks it in.
Pope gets whistled for the hook, and that's a turnover. It's also his third foul. Davon Smith cranking up the defensive intensity, see if the Utes can cash in. Ben Carlson off the glass and down.
Only down 7 is 5 turnovers early for Utah.
Rodney Brown comes into the game. The freshman as Tyson gets a rest. Cada back in, and he's working on Gus Larson. And creates for Ben Carlson.
That interior launch. That could have been a lot of things other than a jump ball.
Quick ball movement from Utah. Ben Carlson, three.
That's what they need to. Next year, when we see him for the first time, there's going to be a big jump in his game. Taking all the stuff he learned from this year, continuing, have an off season, continuing to work on his body. I think you're going to see a much different Stojakovic next year for his sophomore year.
Ben Carlson lines it up. Three.
Well, this is what you want Saturday night. A terrific turnout.
Great crowd
in the arena here in Boulder. Utah proved its road chops early in the year. They won a non-conference game at St. Mary's. That doesn't happen very often. And then they had the win at Pauley. Nice baseline cut there. That's the good pass, happy to say. Lampkin's miss is rebounded by Ben Carlson. Utah's made 1 of 10 three-point shots. So they get the two-pointer there off the Carlson.
Watch how fast Davon gets from end to end.
Tries to draw the contact there with Rodman. That's able to foul the loose ball. And a pass to a cutting Carlson.
Lead ASU, while Cole Badgema with 8 to pace Utah.
The tendency when you see a zone is for everybody to slow down and start thinking. And what you need to do is stay in attack mode, the way the Sun Devils have.
Ben, jumper again. Alonzo Gaffney, his second three.
Yeah, he is
7 threes for the Sun Devils.
Sorry about that. He is too good to be that open. If he's a pick and pop, you got to run to him. He's a lethal three-point shooter.
The answer at the other end, Ben. Deflected, Hunter Erickson, a steal for Utah. 4-on-2 if they want it. He finds Ben Carlson underneath.
Just fresh from the basketball floor. Put some pads on. He could play. Kaba is number one.
Coming off the edge as a rush edge. Ben Carlson stepping out from much needed three for Utah.
Trivia question. What movie was that from? I know you know. There you go.
B-side Johnson, the miss from the corner. The rebound, Jake Wallin for Utah. Ben Carlson, 7 for 7.
I think Pat Boyle manages his team today, being so short-handed. Simpson deep three.
The beauty of the timeout, picking your time when to run, being efficient in transition, and making an extra pass.
Ben Carlson just into the game.
Get out of bounds, but you're working the clock and you're working the fouls.
Foul was on Wallin. Carlson, Ben Carlson catches a three.
Davon Smith, nice move, it just couldn't go. Carlson rebound, goes over Breidenbach. Moves in one.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Wheeler no good. Now this is Ben Carlson. Defended well, but Ben Carlson gets it. Madsen's had a rough shooting night, and that continues. .31 Washington lead.
About that, then Wheeler, that secures his double-double for the night. Points and assists.
The question is, will the Washington Huskies reach the century mark? Final minute.
So the last 3 trips up the floor have been turnovers. And a drought that's getting close now to 3 minutes for the Utes. They'll try from deep, and the three-point. Carlson up the floor is arguing with the official and out of position defensively. Dante now 10 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for the big guy. Carlson responds with it did early on, and then Wake Forest getting Damari Monsanto back. He's a three-point shooter who got hurt at the end of the season last year and has just returned and made 4 triples in the last game. They are good, Wake Forest. North Carolina could move up in the poll again with Kansas losing. Carlson, another film. Dana Altman would give him one, even though it won't go down in the stat sheet because that's a missed layup on a great feed. Evans missed a gimme there. When you watch film, you can get those coaches' assists. Those count too in the film section. Carlson!
Madsen for Utah. Davon Smith didn't play the first 9 games of the year. He's one of those 2-time transfers who got that eligibility in the middle of December. Has had an impact since he's joined the lineup for Craig Smith as Ben.
Game. They're at home today against Washington. UCLA's net is in the 200s, which is just, again, that's another jaw drop.
Mick Cronin has the youngest team in the Pac-12, but even still, we didn't see the struggles offensively that they're going through. In November, St. Mary's has struggled a little bit this season. That win isn't quite as good as it felt at the time.
Wow. So it's just local thing here, but he said, yeah, St. Mary's stumbled a little bit early, but they're getting their act together.
They're 12-6 now.
So here, Santa Clara won Thursday night, beating Gonzaga at home. Steve Nash was there, place went crazy. As Ben Carlson
you're fouling on purpose, but you don't want to give up a flagrant foul.
Right.
You're fouling on purpose you're taking the foul to stop the fast break.
Right, still not yet in the bonus is Utah. Luka Tarlach on the floor here. Ball moving. And Ben Carlson has the good corner look. Ben Carlson is in a...
He is too small. Oh, my goodness.
Andrews long two. His struggles continue. He's 8 for his last 38 from the floor. 4-point lead for Utah. Utah goes really deep into its bench. Here's Ben Carlson. No relation. Gets the basket. No relation to Brandon.
Didn't have those expectations and gotten some outstanding results. And this year, 8 freshmen. But if anybody can get these guys into shape, it'll be Coach Mick Cronin.
Obviously, a long way to go. They were picked 3rd in the Pac-12 coming into the year. Meanwhile,
somebody's shoe. David Madsen's shoe.
And Ben Carlson is out there working now. Worcester finds him, lines it up, hammers home the 3. Boswell with the triple, averaging 11 points a game. As they flash the threes all around this building. 16-15, a fun start to this one. Carlson to Carlson, and that worked out nicely. The times. 11 away from 1,000. Let's hope we get to see him do it tonight soon.
We're taking an important possession here. Huge possession.
You've named it. You've named the pass.
We do have a name. We can see some highlight. We might bring the name out.
We'll show it at some point. Boswell blessed your name. And we'll tell you why he blessed it.
See, now look how Boswell starts on Carlson.
Roy Love nearly took it away, but with 1 extra pass, 9 a game, shoots 38% from distance. He had 9 points the other night in 19 minutes.
Here
4 rebounds.
Carlson, though, is still going to be a gigantic factor in this league.
Rad Martinez will see some time in this game as well. The game stopped as Carlson goes right off the glass.
High-low, lovering Ben Carlson just missed, but he gets it back and sticks it home.
Finish to getting fouls. He's the best player in the league at drawing fouls, getting to the foul line.
Poked by Corin Johnson, it goes right to Ben Carlson. 2 in the foul.
Started working on it a couple years ago, and now he's really good at it.
Tipped high in the sky by Breidenbach off the haul and miss, and now Utah has the lead and the ball.
Nice job by Ben Carlson keeping that away from Washington.
Here is Ben Carlson taking on Holland. Knocks him down, layup good. No flop call. Utah was looking.
You to stay alert, stay conscious, be patient, because they're going to make you work and work that shot clock, and you're going to have to defend.
Fresh legs coming in. Here is Davon Smith, the transfer from Georgia Tech. They were happy to get him activated and able to play in their last game against Utah Valley. And there is Ben Carlson, who gets a little baby hook to go.
A lot of ball pressure in here, so they really have an opportunity just to kind of play within themselves.
McKinney, frustration. He knew he had it. He did everything he could to break that down except make that bucket. Yeah, they don't make a lot of mistakes. They're very disciplined, and you're seeing it. Keita kicks it out to Carlson. That one slithers in. Johnson down to three. Goes it up. Oh, had a look. That was Hatton. Can't get it. That was close. Ben Carlson, aggressive drive.
Well, I'll tell you.
It was just 10 minutes after practice. They found out, okay, he can play, so he didn't really get a lot of reps in practice even, but they are glad to have him.
It's pretty amazing to me that we're at a point where the courts.
Wooster drives, Euro step. Ben Carlson.
Upset some teams, impactful play. And you've seen almost every team so far in person, and obviously it's still pretty early on, but there's a lot of pluses for this Utah team.
But again, I just go back to the experience. The guys have been in the program. Coaches talk about getting old as Carlson gets for Southern Utah. A little surprised by that with the size differential as Madsen goes all the way to the front of the rim.
Trying to clean it up, Lovering, and then another.
In here on Saturday. And so the peek ahead, so you got to make sure your team's right to start this one. It seems like they are. They're engaged and into it.
Swinging around.
See, that's
Harrison trying to stick with Young, just short.
It's another area we haven't mentioned yet that Utah should really be an elite, not a good, an elite rebounding team on both boards, especially on the defensive board.
It's something that Coach Smith told us he's been pretty happy with. The team's done well.
Like their whole roster's big.
Johnson with the lay-in, back within 6. Yeah, and that's why Worcester, he averages 6 boards a game at a guard spot, handling the ball most of the time.
But his job is, he knows he's not a shooter. This is what he does. Finish on one end, rebound the other, run the court. Was able to get out of it and see over the top to follow underneath for the layup.
He was just a redshirt freshman. He redshirted last season. So no play for him for Southern Utah. And there's a pretty stroke. Worcester lost the footing, and Housley not able to take advantage. Long rebound. Lovering hangs on.
And Hawaii within 11, 56-45.
They're going to have to make the little plays, the loose balls.
Ben Carlson trying to use his size, and he does. Easy done for Carlson.
Oh, wait a minute. That was a pretty good shot from Abe Mahaney.
He's gotten really good on those drives and floaters over the top.
And Ben Carlson
for the Gales, and then Utah made him pay with the three-pointer.
Bad pass from Marshallonis. Yeah, the shots are going down. Badgerman made that last 3. No whistle. Dukas hit the floor, but no foul. Here's Madsen's 3, and that one's good. Utah making
shots. So after a really strong start, looking for a boost on the offensive end. Inside, Ben Carlson. Still waiting on his NCAA waiver.
Well, I've been big on looking for teams that have 3-level defense. We always talk about 3-level scores. 3-level.
Everything going through 35 in red right now on both ends of the floor.
Oh, nice slip by Carlson.
The other Carlson.
High over the outstretched shot blocking arm of Carlson.
And here's Ben Carlson. Count it, plus the foul.
Utah retains possession. 1:39 to go in the first half. 16 on the shot clock.
So Utah playing 3 guards out there right now. They're 2 starting guards and then Erickson. Coach giving a look at a smaller lineup. They started the big lineup.
Ben Carlson with a pretty three-point, and somehow with his left hand he got it done. And that is the second hoop for Jalen Martinez, the junior from California. Again, a transfer from UNLV. Carlson, same spot as a moment ago. Same time. Yes, he was. 5 to get a shot off. And every time Keita's on the floor, he is doing something positive.
Watch him run. Boy, he can really get up and down that floor.
Yes. Skip pass. And out of the corner, nothing but the... will bring it up the floor. This is Cole Bajema. He had a terrific first half with 10 points. Nothing so far in the second half.
Only 2 starters on the floor for Utah right now.
That'll count.
To the rim and finish at the rim, which takes away the offensive rhythm for Eastern Washington.
They're a team that shot at 36% last year behind the arc. They averaged almost 9 threes per game. But we've seen them kind of struggle here. And this is a very different looking Eastern Washington team, losing their top 3 leading scorers. As the right corner about it, and led the conference last year.
It's a great defensive stop. Great defensive possession. Now getting the ball out in transition, attacking, finding easy baskets.
Not a good look for Mulubea. They forced him into it.
There it is. There it is. And you know it hurts me to say that.
I know it does.
You know it hurts me to say how much talent
you
USC
actually
has.
put 2 USC players on there.
I know. I don't know if I'll go back to Westwood anytime soon.
It's nice that you were trying to be fair. I was out of
They get the basketball and get it up quick off the backboard.
Carlson, handled by Hartman. There's Lovering. Helps D coming down. Right corner. Carlson swish.